poem after about a year ago. I wrote the title of the poem. All right, good start. And then I've tried to write it like 6 or 7 times since and been completely incapable of getting past like 3 lines. So when Miss Gorshane today told me that she was sharing a poem, I was like, all right, Phil, here's the deal. You have 15 minutes. Write, share it, and that'll at least encourage me to refine it. Because it's been something I've been wanting to write about for a while. But this is an extremely preliminary draft, so bear with me. For years I sat at my window, wrapped in my little security blanket, watching, learning, as the big kids played their favorite game. And every time I begged my mom to play, she would say, no, not yet, Phil. Maybe when you're older. The day after my 9th birthday, with all the big kid seriousness I could muster, I went up to her and asked Mom, can I finally go play? She got lost in the world of adult deliberation. I whined more. All the other kids started playing when they were 9, Mom. And so she reluctantly whimpered, okay, just make sure you're safe. I approached slowly, scared but excited. They sized me up, deliberated for a minute, and finally nodded, yeah, fine, I guess you can play. One of the older ones, with hints of sympathy in his face, grabbed my shoulder and whispered, you know this isn't football, right? I nodded reassuringly. He shook his head and said, okay, when they give you the ball, run as fast as you can. I said, okay. I knew after years of observation wrapped in my little security blanket that the only rule about the game was that whoever joined had to volunteer to be it first. And what I also knew from years of observation was that you don't ever want to be it. Suddenly they tossed me the football and yelled in perfectly rehearsed chorus, Phil's the queer, run you faggot! And like the impressionable child I was, I took off as quickly as I could. Cutting left, zigging right, but there was nothing I could do. They were bigger, stronger, faster, and more experienced, and in seconds, they had caught the queer. They had caught me. And as they dove on me, grabbing, punching, kicking, and suffocating me under a whirling mass of violence, I pulled my arms and legs in, pathetically trying to protect myself from bruises and breaks that I thought would appear on the outside. And as I lay exhausted under a pile of faceless oppression, I grabbed the football, threw it to someone else, and screamed, you're the faggot now, get him! And with that simple phrase, I was in. Allowed to play with the big kids. Allowed to hang with the big kids. Allowed to be a big kid. As I trudged home that day, bruised and bleeding from my ignorant indoctrination into oppression, my mom came running out into the driveway screaming, oh my God, what did they do to you? And I smiled and said, nothing, Mom, it was just a game.